Looks like game 3 here. We got San Jose Junior Sharks wearing that awesome teal jersey, replicating the NHL team. Mavs in gray. Van Ack in the corner to get the puck here. Start of the game. Reynolds comes out of zone, punches it up the side wall. Davis chases it to center ice, doesn't get to it, and it's dumped back in. We have, I think, our first whistle. As I'm catching up here. It's going to be an icing, come back down to the other end here. Face off in the Shark zone. And here's Dirk Schneider to take the face off. Dirk Schneider wins it back, and Van Ack pushes it forward and then puts a little check on his player. Steals the puck, but it goes back to center ice. Willits tries to tip it out, kind of bounces off a stick funny, and the puck stays in the zone as the Sharks chase. Bars comes away with the puck, and he's going to punch it out to Davis. Davis gives it back to Bars. Bars is streaking. He's got a breakaway here. Breakaway Bars shot right off the blocker into the net. Good take by Blake Bars as he flies through center ice, splits the defense, and has a breakaway. Friday evening game. This is game 2 of the day for the Junior Mavs. As Gates takes the face-off circle. He's got Fist to his right, Quadrado to his left. Willits and Bars on defense, and here's the face-off, one back to the Sharks. They're going to punch it out of the zone here. Bars gets possession in center ice, and he's looking for somebody to pass to. He's going to take it up into the zone, and he's going to put some pressure on a Sharks player. Puck's tied up, and the Sharks come away with it into the zone. Gates comes back to help out and makes a great play in front of the net. As the net comes off, the play's going to be whistled dead. I feel like we started early. Or maybe I'm just late. Who knows at this point. Face off outside the zone here in neutral ice. A win for Gates as he gets it back to the defense. Pass up to Fitz. He hits it with the skate. Bounces off to the Sharks defenseman. He's going to get possession of the puck. Stolen by Quadrado. Gates is going to chase it down. He's looking for a pass in the middle. It gets it to Fitz, and Fitz is tied up. Punch back in. Quadrado's got the puck here, and he tries to backhand. Just leaks over to the goalie. The goalie's going to try to play it here. A little risky of a play there, but he made it work. Sharks come away with the puck. Fitz with a really heads-up play there. Stick on puck, body on body, but the Sharks player is still down. This puck goes deep for an icing. The Mavs are going to make a change. After the icing, face-off's going to be the Maverick zone to the right of goalie Liam Green. Face-off one for the Sharks, but they're going to clear the zone on their own here. Benson's going to give chase. He's going to put some pressure on the Sharks defenseman, who gets it out to the centerman. Centerman gets it up to the wing, and the Sharks are going to try to attack here. Skradsky gets possession of the puck, hits it right on the stick there of Dirk Schneider. We got another whistle. For, as it would appear, offsides. Okay, we're taking it to center ice. I'm not sure why. Got Dirk Schneider taking the face off here with Kaiser to his right, Benson to his left. Skradsky and Bars on defense as the Mavericks get possession taken into the zone. Dirk Schneider's going to skate it forward, drop it off for Benson. He's going to move to center ice, and he's going to rip a shot, blocked by the Sharks. Kaiser's trying to find it at his feet. And the Sharks are going to try to get it clear here, and they do. Bars comes away with the puck. As he shoots to the right side of the ice, puts a move on, and he's going to fly into the zone here. Make a move on the defenseman. Pass it to Dirk Schneider, who shoots it. Blocked by a Shark who lost the stick. Another shot by Bars, high and wide. Up to the point, Willis is going to get possession of it and just punch it into the corner here. The battle for the puck in the corner. It looks like the Sharks are coming out with it. They're going to clear the zone and go out for a change. Willis is going to chase it down to his own zone and regroup. As you can hear Coach Davis calling it out. Steal at center ice. And the Sharks almost got possession on a break if it weren't for Drake Reynolds back to defend. Another offsides called. We're going to get a whistle in center ice. Here's a shot on net by Davis. Glove saved by the Sharks goalie as he's going to just hold on to it and repeat the last sequence, which is a face-off to the left of the goalie. Noah Gates in to take the face-off, number 98, center for the Mavericks. He tries to win it with his feet, but doesn't. Willits holds it in the zone. He's trying to keep it in the zone there for Reynolds. Reynolds punches it forward toward the goalie. Gates goes back behind the net to chase it down, and it's a battle in the corner for the puck. Quill comes up with it, shoots it towards the net, tipped in. Save made by the goalie, and the puck's still loose in front of the net, kind of behind it. Goalie's trying to cover up, can't. And for some reason, it's going to be whistled dead. We're not too sure why here. Not sure, but maybe it was just a cover up and they said, let's go ahead and reset. Gates still in at center to take the face off here. It looks like he's got Reynolds on his right. Bars and Bennock in on defense, and Davis on the right wing. Bars gets it in deep, sends it down into the corner, and we're going to have some Mavericks going in and trying to retrieve the puck there. Sharks clear the zone and they bring it up the wall here, but Bars intercepts and he's going to go ahead and get the puck here and try to make a move. Bars loses his footing, chance for the Sharks. A save made by Green. Puck comes out and Bars gets it. He's got another break here, another chance. Shoots it right off the mask of the goalie and it's bouncing behind the net. Great chance for Bars. Puck behind the net, a little wraparound attempt. Saved by the goalie. Rebound shot by Fitz. And for some reason, again, the play is whistled dead. We're not sure why. We are a little heavy on the whistle tonight here, folks, as the puck is bouncing around in front of the net, but they're calling it dead. But when that whistle goes, it goes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Dirk Schneider wins the draw back to Bars. He's going to punch it into the corner. Dirk Schneider goes to chase it. He gets possession. He tries to punch it up front, but can't. Fitz comes in to help. Maybe Benson. Not sure at this time. Time will tell. Sharks clear, and they're going to go up the sidewall here. Fitz punches it back to center ice. There's a battle on the sidewall for the puck here. Possession unknown there. Sharks get it. They put it up front. And great defense there by John Bennock as Fitz comes to help out and blocks the shot. Great block by Fitz. One-timer chance for the Sharks in the low slot, wide of the net. Sharks on the attack. Mavs trying to defend here. A little scrum in the corner as Sharks get possession. And then now Bennock has possession. He's going to try to punch it up the wall here for Quadrado. Quadrado tips it off the wall, but it gets stopped. Still not out of the zone. There it is. Now Fitz has it. He's going to be flying into the zone here with some speed. Fitz loses it behind the net. Still trying to chase it down here as the Mavericks complete a change. Cooper with a really heads-up play there. Skradsky just they're going to call it on a hand pass or an offside, one of the two. It looked like he just kind of caught it with his hand, bedded it down there. Heads-up play there as Fitz goes off. You got Kaiser, Benson, and Gates. And on forward, Skradsky, Willits on defense. Some help here on the face-off draw, and it's going to go back to Willits as he puts it through the legs there and gets it up to Kaiser. Gates intercepts the pass, and Kaiser gets possession. He's going to try to get a hold of the puck here. Punches it down. We got two Mavericks down low. Comes to Benson behind the net, back up front, and a one-timer. It's still loose in front of the net, and it's finally covered up. What a scoring chance for the Mavericks as it's put back up front for a little one-timer shot, and the goalie didn't even see it coming. He just had to react. Face off to the left of the Sharks goalie. Gates wins it back to Skradsky. Skradsky throws it to the net, whiffs on the shot. Now he's battling with the Sharks player. Benson gets it, comes in to help out. He tries to put a move on, loses the puck a little bit there. Willits gets into the corner. Benson has it, punches it over. It's behind the net now, and Sharks are going to get possession. Sharks flying into the zone here with two attackers on, or two defenders on, sorry. Puck goes behind the net, and Skradsky's going to chase it down, gets possession, chips it back into the corner. Here comes Reynolds to retrieve, bodies his man there. Puck goes back down low as Willits has to chase it down. He gets bodied a little bit, but he's still in pursuit. Some physical play here in the first period of the game. Willits is going to shove his player to the ice, and they're just battling for the puck at this point. 7 minutes left in the first period. 0-0 on the scoreboard, as the European football players say. Reynolds takes it in, gets defended pretty aggressively, and loses the puck there. Nonetheless, the Mavs are going to make a change, and they're going to punch up the center ice here. Mavs get possession. As the puck comes to Reynolds, Reynolds is going to be able to get in the zone pretty easily here. He's going to try to make a play, but he shoots it on net. Hard shot. Glove save by the Sharks goalie. Puck leaks into the corner. They're battling for the puck, and Brady's looking for it. Oh, almost got a tip in there up front. He's going to try to turn and burn. Shot wide of the net to the left. Good pressure here by the Mavericks as they try to hold the zone, but just leaks out. Good effort there by Davis as he tried to get the puck deep. Just came just out of the zone enough to be called offsides. Puck won by the Mavs. Gets punched to center ice here, and Dirk Schneider's just going to dump it deep. As it goes into the Shark zone, the defenseman has to retrieve it, and he's going to try to regroup. Quadrado gives chase. Blocked by Dirk Schneider, and it's open. He's open up front. Oh, he's going to take it himself. Short side shot. Fitz gets it. He's looking for a pass. Gets it to Dirk Schneider. Dirk tries to push it up to his defenseman, but there was an interception. Bars now has the puck. As Dirk Schneider fights for it, Quadrado gets possession. He's going to slow it down a bit. Passes it over to Willits. Up to Fitz. Fitz is going to bring it into the zone here as he fights to get possession here. Puck goes into the corner, and vision is obstructed at this time. Puck still in the corner. Not sure what's going on, but it looks like it goes up to the point here. And Willits tries to hold his own, and he does. Quadrado gets possession of it. Puck goes all the way around and out. Skradsky chips it up the boards. Puck's now in the corner, back in that blind spot. It's thrown out to center ice to a Sharks player, and Skradsky's going to have to play him. But there's a potential chance here as Bennock comes back and plays some great defense and prevents a scoring opportunity. Shot blocked. Great block by Benson. He's going to go down. He looks hurt. He's coming off the ice. And Skradsky's back to defend the attack. And that is a high short side shot for the Sharks, and they're going to score. Very well placed shot from a sharp angle, and the Mavs are going to go down 1-0 here in the first period. Face off at center ice. 4:58 left in the first. Dirk Schneider wins the face-off, but it's tied up, and the Sharks get possession. Bars has none of that as he gets the puck back out to center ice and clears his zone. Davis fighting for it there at the point. Bars gets possession. He's looking to regroup. Reynolds gets it deep as he had some players in front of him, was unable to make the zone. Dirk Schneider goes to chase. Move put on him as the Sharks defender turns real quickly, but Bars gets possession. Throws it to Queel. Queel up to Reynolds. Reynolds loses a bit as it leads into the corner. Battle on the far side wall there for the puck is Davis. Looks like Dirk Schneider going to war there. Dirk Schneider's going to come off for a change. As the Sharks come in, the Sharks got a few skaters here. Bars punches it over to Queel, and Reynolds has possession. He's going to chip it out. But the Sharks hold the zone, and we're still on defense. Halfway block shot, still finds its way to Green, and Green covers up, slows play down, and says, let's get a face-off here, boys. We got Gates, Fitz, Quadrado on offense, and Willits out on defense with Skradsky. We got an odd man rush here. Fitz comes up the left side with almost gets the quad backhands it. Save made, and a good scoring chance for the Mavericks. Another shot here by Quadrado. High shot, glove save. The Sharks goalie is on fire. Noah Gates lines up for the face-off here at center ice, or I'm sorry, in the offensive zone. Looks like a neutral face-off win. And the Sharks come away with it and send it around. Willits punches it back to the defenseman here, and the Sharks still have possession. They're going to clear the zone and hit it off the wall, and Skradsky's going to have to chase it down. Skradsky does, turns off of his attacker and punches it over to Noah Gates. He's in front of the goalie. Dangerous play, but he makes it safety. Fitz has it, punches it up to the wall, and it gets turned over there. Willits has the puck now, and he's going to try to punch it back to Fitz. Fitz tries to punch it up high again, stopped by the point. Willits now has it again, so he tries to take it around. Brings it up to Quadrado, who tries to get it around that attacking defenseman. And a heavy forecheck here for the Sharks, as the Mavericks are trying to get the puck out of the zone. Fitz gets the pass center ice, makes a move now, and he's got some speed coming into the zone. Fitz gets around the defenseman, takes around the net, wraparound try, nobody home for the rebound shot. Some traffic up front, the players battle for the puck in possession here behind the net. Still some players up front looking for that pass. Bars gets it back to the corner. It loops around back of the net. Kaiser's battling, and they're going to call a penalty on Kaiser. I think that was a little weak, but they're going to call it nonetheless as a hook. And the Mavericks are going to go on the penalty kill. That was more or less one of those situations where the player falls on a stick and the offender doesn't know what to do other than throw his hands up. Situational penalty. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off here and a 5-on-4 penalty kill for the Mavericks. Out on the ice to kill the penalty here starting, you got Dirk Schneider at center. You got Blake Bars on defense, Cam Davis. And John Bennock on the far side. Sorry, that took a while. We got a little bit of distance between us there. Face-off won by the Sharks. They put it back to the point. They're going to rip a shot right off the jump. It's tipped in front. Right through the 5-hole. Power play goal for the Sharks. Bouncing puck. Sharks forward was there for it. He took advantage of the opportunity, and now we go down 2-0 in the first period. You're looking at these Mavericks and they're hanging their head a little bit, and you know, somebody on that bench whether it be a coach or a player, is going to have to rally these boys because we got a lot of hockey to play left. And if there's one thing that these Mavericks can do well, it's score. Oh, that is a great scoring chance here for both Kaiser and Gates. But the puck does not go in. And man, it is just one of those nights on offense where the puck is just finding a way to not hit the back of that net. Willits tries to clear the zone, gets it high off the boards to center ice. The Sharks are going to punch it over to their defenseman, and they're going to punch it into the zone, and Willits is going to have to chase it down as they change. Willits has the puck with some speed up the near side wall, and he's going to clear the zone himself. And now we're going to have a battle ensue here. Center ice, Quadrado comes away with it. He might just rip a shot. He does. Low pad side, but there's nobody there for a rebound. Great rebound shot taken there. Just nobody home in the back door. Sharks come in for a shot, defended by Bennock, who steals the puck, and he's going to get it out of the zone here. Bennock gets the puck into the offensive zone himself, and he's going to draw a penalty. I didn't see the signal, did you? Penalty signal?
I believe so, yeah.
We had a penalty. It's going to be an interference or a roughing, maybe just like a checking penalty. I think the fist over the chest, I think, is a checking. So 1 year away from these boys being able to play checking hockey. 45 seconds left in the first period, and the Mavericks are going to start it on a power play here, and they're going to end the period on a power play, going into the second period with a power play as well, unless they score here. Face-off one, Willits gets it up at the point. He's going to have some trouble handling there, but he gets it down to his forward in the corner. Noah Gates has it as he comes around the back of the net. He's looking for somebody. He's got somebody. Shot! Oh, blocked by a Sharks defender. Up into the net. We got Kaiser, Gates, and Benson on forward. We got Willits and Bars on defense for this power play here. 29 seconds left. Ref cleaning up the face-off circle a little bit before he drops the puck, but he does. Mavs win it back to Bars. Bars has it. He punches it over to Willits. Willits has it. He's going to take a shot here. Glove saved by the goalie, and he's going to let it trickle into his glove. And the Sharks goalie is on fire to start this game. Plenty of scoring chances here for the Mavericks. I'd say it's a staggering difference in scoring chances, but the Sharks goalie is standing on his head. Face-off won by the Mavs. Willits gets it over to Bars. Bars punches it over. Willits gets possession of the puck. He's going to hit it middle ice. Oh, Kaiser just loses it. Big shot by Benson. Another save by the Sharks goalie. Battle in the corner. Two Mavericks play one defenseman here. It's going to be Benson, and now Gates has it. And that's going to end the first period. 2-0 Sharks. Here at Edge Ice Arena in the foothills of the Rockies. All right, here we are in the second period of this game, and the Mavs started on the power play as Bennock tries to get the puck in the zone. He does. He's going to send it to the net, and it's going to be an easy save as the goalie thought about playing it, but thought otherwise. Forcing a offensive draw. Get Dirk, Schneider, Davis, and Quadrado at forward. Bennock and Reynolds on defense. So Reynolds is going to help out the power play here. If he gets a shot, I mean, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous shot. Wide on the other side, and the coach is trying to call him to get the puck across the other side of the ice. Dirk Schneider's waiting for a one-timer. He was wide open in the slot for a minute there. Bennock saves it. Drake gets it. Now Cam Davis gets it. Pushes it in the corner to Quadrado. Back to Davis. Up to the point. Bennock's going to send it on net. And an easy save for the goalie. No traffic up front. Coaches are yelling on the bench there. They got to get their heads up because they had a couple players right next to the net just wide open with beautiful lanes. As this power play winds down, we got 2 seconds left. So this will be a power play face-off, then even strength as the Sharks player is going to come out of the box. Gates wins it back to Kaiser. Kaiser pushes it back to Bars. Bars punches it back to Kaiser. Now Gates has it. He's going to push it to the left side, and he's looking. Benson has it now, and he's going to push it up front. Wide open Bars. Shot save made by the goalie again. Beautiful pass across to Willits as he shoots it in, and it's going to be gloved by the goalie. And the Sharks goalie is red hot. Bars saves the zone in a beautiful play there, and Kaiser goes into the corner to fight for it. He's getting bodied by a Sharks defenseman, and now there's 4 players fighting for the puck there. It squirts out to the right, and the Sharks get control. Willits holds the zone and just punches it back deep into the zone as Benson now goes back to retrieve it. He does. He's got it up front. Shot. A save made by the goalie here. And the Sharks clear, and they're going to need a change, so they go off. But an icing is called, so the faceoff's going to be in the offensive zone. Here we go now, second period. Dirk Schneider for the faceoff for the Mavs. He's got Fitz and Quadrado out with him, but the puck's going to be trickled out to center ice as there's a little bit of pursuit for the puck, but Bennock's going to come away with it. And the play's whistled dead, not sure why. It's looking like an offsides. Offsides, face off here. So it's one over to Fitz. Fitz punches it up, and he's going to try to chase it down here. But it's going to go into the zone for an icing, and now the face-off's going to be in the defensive zone. Face-off contested in the corner, and it's going to shoot around to the far side corner as Creel attacks. Quadrado gets it. He punches it up to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider loses a little bit, pushes it out to Fitz. It's going to be a 2-on-0. Shoot. Fitz shoots and misses the shot. Just 5 holes. A good chance there as the boys had a 2-on-0. They're both kind of scrambling for the puck. Back to center ice as the Sharks hold on. Fitz gets the puck, backhand pass out to Quadrado, and he's going to try to make his own entrance here. He does. Puts a move on the defenseman as he goes into the corner. Quadrado still has the puck. Fitz in front there looking for a pass. Tied up with the defenseman as Gates comes to help out. Fitz moves in to support now, and he's got the puck in the corner. It's loose out front still. Fitz gets possession. He moves it up the wall. Fitz is going to try to bring it into the corner, loses it there as there's a battle again in the corner. Sharks player throws it around to the other side, and here comes Bars, and he says that's not going to work. Puck still behind the net as Davis goes deep to get it. Gets possession of the puck now. He's going to try to keep it. Punch it backhand over to Quadrado. Just missed. As the puck is cleared. A lot of pressure here by the Mavs, but not many scoring chances here. As Bars takes it in, he wants a scoring chance. He's looking for somebody there, throws it to the middle, and it's intercepted by the Sharks, and they got momentum. Great defense by the Mavericks. The puck comes back out of the zone, and Bars has it now. Punches it up to Gates. He's got to put a move on it. He does. Backhand pass to Cam. Cam throws it towards the net. Nobody home. A tip-in chance. Bars just puts it deep, and he's going to go off for a change as Davis gets the puck down low. Punches it over the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds throws it back to Davis, and he misses it, but it comes to Queel. Stick lift there by Reynolds as he tries to bring the puck back into the zone. And the Mavericks look like they're on a mission. They just got to get some shots on nets here. Punches it over, and Willits is going to take a shot. Rips one. Save made. Rebound shot. Save again. And the goalie's going to cover up. A little bit of frustration brewing here as the Mavericks have had consistent pressure in the offensive zone tonight, but nothing to show for it. And they're getting a little hungry. Good play by Benson as he turns back around. He tries to get close into the net, but doesn't. He's trying to find somebody to pass to. Pass here, goes back up front, and then tipped by defenseman. And then a shot's missed by Benson as the puck is rolling. Potential odd man rush here for the Sharks as they bring it into the Maverick zone. Willits pushes it out to center ice, but shot attempt there is it's blocked by Gates. The puck's now in the corner. Behind the net, Creel pushes it over to Kaiser. Kaiser clears the zone here to a Sharks defenseman, and he's going to try to regroup. He's got some pressure from Benson and Dirk Schneider. I'm sorry, Gates. And a big change here, 5 aside, and Fitz flies into the zone there to try to put some pressure on the Sharks as they're regrouping. Bennock now has possession, and he's going to punch it over to Fitz. Fitz might have a breakaway. Fitz does! Breakaway for Fitz. He goes in, makes a move, goal! And the Mavs are back in it. Breakaway goal for Gabe Fitz on a beautiful pass from the defenseman. I believe it was Bars or Bennock. Great setup as Fitz gets his first goal of the tournament. And the Mavs are back in it just like that 2-1 one-goal hockey game. Quadrado's got the puck off the face-off win, and he's going to go ahead and bring it in. He's going to send it to the net, high and wide, as Fitz tries to get it. Fitz has got the puck and falls down behind net. The puck is still loose as Quadrado gets possession. Now he tries to punch it up, and almost gets a backhand there. Fitz gets possession as he brings it around. He's looking for somebody. Finds somebody right there. Beautiful shot by Dirk Schneider. Pass to center ice by Fitz on a backhand. Dirk Schneider gets a backhand. Just doesn't get all of it. And another great save by the Sharks goalie, who is lights out tonight. Offensive zone face-off as Noah Gates lines up. He's got Davis and Reynolds on the line with him, and the line is held by Skradsky, but taken. And now the Sharks have a rush. All until Cam Davis stepped in the way of that and ended that play before it began. Cam Davis with a heads-up play. Face-off won by the Mavericks as Davis punches it into the zone, and Reynolds is going to give chase. Puck goes into the corner here. Reynolds and Davis behind the net, battling for it. It's going to leak out to a Sharks forward who's trying to make a play here. That stretch pass is not working for the Sharks. As Gates ties that Sharks player up and it goes around the corner. Reynolds is going to get it. He's just going to tip it out to center ice. Great play by Reynolds. As Noah Gates gives chase. Interception by Davis. And there's going to be an offensive opportunity here. Davis backhand pass to center ice. Nobody home. And the Mavericks are going to have to reset. And it's just dumped back in. Sharks have the puck and clear it. Possession is gained by the Mavericks, and Benson has it. He's going to try to get it over to Kaiser here. Nope, he's going to take it himself into the zone. As he puts some pressure into the defender, who plays him really well, angles him out, but Dirk Schneider's there to help. He gets possession of the puck, nobody home. Somebody's got to be in the middle there, but I think the Mavericks were changing. Yeah, Kaiser was coming off the ice, Quadrado was coming on, so there's just nobody home in the middle, and that is their bread and butter, is going corner to middle. Benoit gets it back to Quill. Quill gets it over to Quadrado. Quadrado gets it in. He takes a body there as the puck is out of play as it hits the stanchion. We're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone on the Sharks side. And the Sharks, in a interesting change of events, are going to take out their lightning fast, red-hot goalie and make a halfway change here. I'm all about equal playing time, and I love that, but I really support splitting games. I think that's the best way to do it, especially in a situation like this where the Sharks goalie was just on fire. Nonetheless, they still got a 2-1 lead here. Fitz goes behind the net, blocks it, gets possession, he's up front again. He punches it out to Gates. Gates back to Fitz. Fitz behind the net, makes a move here, and he's got the puck. He's circling in the corner. Tries to put it out to Quadrado. Quadrado gets it. Backhand in front of the net. Puck's still loose, and the Sharks clear. Another good sequence by the Mavericks. As the puck leaks into the zone behind the net. Skradsky has to get possession and recover. He's going to send it back around as there was some pressure there from the Sharks. Fitz up to Dirk Schneider. Bars has it now. He's skating up the ice. He loses it and almost gets it back as Fitz takes control of it here, center ice. Punches it over to Bars. Good play there as Fitz goes off for a change. Bars is in, but he gets stick lifted. Bars behind the net, loses it to the Sharks. Sharks whiff there on their clear as Reynolds punches it back in. 6 minutes left in the second period. Mavs are down 2-1, and they are not liking that one bit. Puck's loose in the middle, but the Sharks are going to clear. Great play by Dirk Schneider to see that forward trying to go for the stretch pass and cut that lane off. The puck's going to go in for an icing, mainly because of that play by Dirk Schneider. Great play. That's the definition of two-way forward. When you're able to play offense and immediately flip that switch and turn it back to defense, Dirk Schneider realizes he's high, realizes his defenseman's caught deep, covers the lane, prevents the play, causes an icing, and now he is here in the the Shark zone for a face-off circle. Dirk Schneider wins it back here, and it's going to be punched back to Willett, who gets it into the corner for Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider got it behind the net. He's trying to make a play here. Cam Davis is open. He gets the puck but loses it now, and Reynolds punches it back behind the net. Dirk Schneider to retrieve. Dirk Schneider to Davis. Davis is looking for a pass here as he circles behind the net. He's looking for somebody. Almost gets it to Dirk Schneider, but right through his feet. Queel has it in the corner as he pinched forward. Shot on goal, saved by the Sharks goalie. The puck is cleared, and Willis is going to have to chase it down one-on-one. He gets a little bit of help here as the puck is pushed out to the near side wall and cleared. Gates gets it, he pushes into the offensive zone, puts a move on, he's got a chance here. As the Mavericks make a change, he just holds on to the puck. Punches it over to Kaiser. Kaiser tries to get it, but he's contested. Gates and Kaiser battle for the puck on the far side wall in the offensive zone. Bars does a good job to hold the zone, but it's going to come out anyways. Good move by Dirk Schneider as he pushes it to the near side wall. Mavericks going to regroup here as Bars gets into the defensive zone and punches it up to Kaiser. Kaiser just lifts it in deep. Great play by Kaiser as the Mavericks chase, and they got some speed here. Benson gets it. Kaiser gets it. Pushes it forward. Oh, what a shot by Dirk Schneider just wide of the net to the left. Yeah, that was a great opportunity there and a huge play, and that was all just based on dumping chase, using speed, and not giving up on the play. That's going to be whistled offsides here. We got 4 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period. Again, the Mavs are down 2-1. They went down 2-0 early in the first period. But I'm going to tell you, the pace of play does not reflect the scoreboard, as the Mavs have about triple the amount of shots on goal and scoring chances that the Sharks have right now. And they're looking for redemption. Fitz, Gates, Quadrado for the forwards on the ice, and Skradsky has it on defense with Willits on his right-hand side. Puck's in the Shark zone. Willits is going to pinch. He's going to take possession of the puck behind the net. He's trying to keep it. He punches it back down low, but there wasn't much on it. Puck's going to come up to the near side wall. The Sharks are trying to clear. They end up clearing, and the puck is loose in center ice. As Skradsky's back, there's a 2-on-1 chance as Fitz comes to help. Glove save by Green. He's going to get in onto it. And a good save by Green as he may be getting cold at this point, because I don't know if he's faced a single shot in the second period. Face off to left of Green in the Maverick zone. As Dirk Schneider wins it to himself and takes it behind the net. He's going to use a little bit of patience there as he punches up to Davis. Davis mishandles a little bit. It was kind of a wobbly pass, but that's okay. As they still fight for possession in the corner. Still fighting for possession in the corner as the Sharks come away with it. Get a pass center ice. Great defensive play there by, I think, Willits, maybe Bannock. And Davis takes it into 3 Sharks and loses it, but it still goes in the offensive zone. Sharks get possession. And Davis steals the puck, brings it back into the zone. He's trying to get a shot on goal here. He can. Shot scores by Davis! Cam Davis by himself, steals the puck, enters the zone, beats the defense, shoots and scores. We're all tied up. And let me tell you, Cam Davis was due for a goal. He is a hard-working hockey player. He's not flashy. He just does the jobs that others don't like to do. And let me tell you, he does it well. Happy for him to get a goal here as the center ice face-off after a goal. It makes a tie game 2-2 with 2:42 left in the second period. Puck is lifted by the defense and into the bench. No penalty due to youth hockey rules. Face-off will be in center ice. Maverick side to the right of Green. Does Benson get to win? He's going to carry it into the zone here, and he's got 2 defensemen playing him. He just shoots it here. Glove saved by the Sharks goalie. He might just be trying to take advantage of a goalie who was just a little bit shocked by a goal. A good heads-up play by Benson as he gets a shot on goal. He had 2 incredible assists earlier today. He's just been an absolute playmaker this season for the Mavericks, weaving some passes out of nothing. Gates wins the faceoff back to Kaiser. Hard shot by Kaiser, blocked by a defenseman. Benson plays it off the back of the net to himself. Gives himself a chance, passes it deep over to Gates. Gates battles for it in the corner. Bars holds the line there, keeps it in the zone as Benson's still fighting for the puck. He's got 3 Sharks on him. Puck comes out to center ice, and Bars takes possession in the defensive zone. He's going to clear it out to the front. Puck's out of the zone, but not too far out of the zone. And the Sharks punch it back into the zone. Skradsky recovers. He's going to take his time, find somebody to pass to. He gets Benson on the far side. He's got Dirk Schneider Quadrado here with him. And he's going to throw it to the bench, seemingly at one of his coaches. I don't know if that coach might have yelled at him in practice this week or not. But regardless, we're going to have a face-off. Center ice, Shark side to the left of their group. Yep, and I've been mistaken. It's actually going to be a center ice face-off, right in the middle of everything. As Dirk Schneider, Quadrado, and Fitz on forward, and Willits and Queel on defense. 1:29 left in the second. Willits chasing it down behind their own net. Loses the puck a little bit as the puck comes to the middle, but nobody home. Kind of a sneaky play there. Fitz chases it, tries to get a lift, and a great play by Fitz as he hustles in. The Sharks frantically throw it down for an icing. Our offensive zone draw after the icing. Dirk Schneider, Fitz and Quadrado. Got Bars and Willits on defense. Dirk Schneider wins it back to Bars. Bars punches it up to Fitz, who's tied up, can't get a handle on the puck. The Sharks are going to get possession and filter it out of the zone there. Bars, with some speed, chases it down on the far side. He's going to go back around the net. Look at that skating of Bars. Great skating. The puck is cleared. Quadrado has it now with Dirk Schneider and Fitz with him. Quadrado shoots it low on the pads. Goalie's going to save it, punch it out to the corner. Dirk Schneider now has it as he looks for somebody. Quadrado loses it in the corner as he's looking for a pass. He's trying to find somebody to send it to, and there's a little bit of a traffic jam in the middle. Bars now has it. He's going to turn back off the backhand, punch it up to Fitz, who has it now. Fitz loses it, and he's going to go off for a change. A little frustrated with that play. Campbell's coming in. He's got a chance as the Mavericks are changing. A great job by Benoff to just track that puck down. He's not going to let that happen that easy. Creel has the puck behind the net now as he punches it over to the corner to Davis. Davis has it, punches it to center ice, but there's nobody home. The Sharks are going to get possession here, center ice. Sharks try to take it to Queel on his side, but Queel punches it to the corner. Big shot by the Sharks and it's saved as the period ends.
Sponsor is coming, no worries.
All right, sorry about that. I had to step away for potty break here. Third period play, 2-2. And we got a game tonight. Sure you know by now, Mavericks are on the left side now with goalie Liam Green in net. Didn't face much in the second period. He's ready for action, but Bars takes up the middle. Shot on net! What a shot! Score! An absolute rocket by Bars from center ice, highs it, hits both posts and goes in, and the Mavericks go up 3-2. And maybe they're the Sharks and they smell blood and water. Face-off tied up at center ice as they're still battling for possession, but Quadrado gets it. You got Fitz on the left side here, and it looks like Gates in the middle. Willits to Fitz. Fitz to Gates. Gates into the zone, and he's got a chance. He just loses it. Good defense by the Sharks as they put some pressure on there. Reynolds out now, coming off the bench fresh. Got Fitz in the middle. Sharks punch it though. Punch back out again. To Reynolds again. And now you got Dirk Schneider, Reynolds, and Fitz. It looks like Willits lost his edge there. He's okay. Fitz is going to try to beat his man here and does. Gets the puck in the corner, using some speed, tries to punch it up front but loses it. He was looking for Reynolds, saw Reynolds ready for the pass. Puck's out at center ice. As Bennock defends it and says, "No, thank you, sir. I'm going to take that puck from you." And Fitz goes off for a change. Bennock behind the net. Doesn't see anything, but it goes high. As Bars has it now after that awesome shot he had there for a double post ringer goal. Now Davis in the corner with the puck. Gets tied up by a Sharks defenseman. Sharks come away with it, but not just yet. Cam Davis gets a great shot. That hits the mask of the goalie, and Bennock holds the zone. The Sharks are going to have to take an icing here as they need a rest. It's good hockey. Yeah, good hockey being played here in Colorado all weekend long. That's one of the big themes that every time we come out to Colorado, one of the big things, there are good hockey players in Colorado and that come to play in Colorado. The puck comes to center ice. Benson has it. Oh, a shot blocked. And I'm sorry, that was Stradsky coming in from the defense. Sharks are going to clear the zone here. Green decides whether he wants to tip or not, but he leaves it for his defenseman Willits, but it's turned over and Gates fights for it. Big chance for the Sharks up front, and the shot goes wide. Puck gets dumped behind the net. Willits is here to get it. Backhand pass up to Benson. Benson's going to throw it on the wall. The Mavs are going to get a change as the puck just kind of floats into the Shark zone. They're trying to get a stretch pass, but it's not quite there because John Bennock is on the Mavericks, and he's an outstanding defenseman and knows his assignment well. Quadrado gets it with a beautiful toe drag as he comes through center ice, but then loses it. A little back and forth here in center ice as Dirk Schneider plays the body. Quadrado gets the puck, and he's going to try to get it in the zone here. There's a couple little fumbles there, but I think he's just pushing it a little too far. Bennock gets the puck behind the net. He's going to make a decision. He throws it up to Quadrado. Quadrado's looking for somebody across ice. Throws it over to Fitz. Fitz is there, and he's got to use some speed here. And he does, but he gives chase, and the defenseman's going to go ahead and take that. Sharks come through, and they're going to enter the zone. Played by Willits and Bars. Fitz gets possession of the puck. He's just going to clear it to center ice and go off for a change. It's going to slowly be whistled as icing as the Sharks are going to get an offensive zone draw. Third period, 10-11 left. 3-2 Mavericks. Defensive zone draw. Got number 4, Liam Green in net. As it looks like Bars is taking the face off. My apologies, that's Gates. They do look the same in my defense. Davis tries to block the shots, but Gates does. Sharks still have it in the zone, and they're trying to find something, trying to make some offense here happen. As Gates plays, Bars plays. Bars has the puck, throws it on the wall. Now it comes up to Reynolds, who misses the puck, and the Sharks are going to play it back into the corner. Battle in front of the net ensues as Bars battles behind the net. Davis just stops the puck and takes it back behind the net. He's trying to slow the play down here, and he does. Bars punches it out to Gates, who gets it, but loses it. Now Gates has it again, and he just misses it. Head Reynolds wide open coming in. Sharks take it into the zone. They're going to shoot it on net, and Green's going to glove that one. Face off now in the Maverick zone again as Dirk Schneider lines up to take the draw. Tie up in the face-off circle, but it looks like the Mavs come away with it and just lift it high for another icing. Here comes the puck drop to the right of Green. Dirk Schneider wins it back into the corner. You got Skradsky and Bennock in at defense, and Skradsky throws it back the other way, and it's just rolling on the lip there. Puck comes back to Kaiser. He backhands it to center ice. The puck's going to be cleared. Dirk Schneider and Benson give chase. As the Sharks get it deep into the corner, Kaiser and Benson are going to go off for a change. Skradsky has the puck, battles for it one-on-one as Bennock comes over to help, and then Dirk Schneider comes over to help. Fitz is on the ice now as well. Quadrado on the ice as well after that change. The puck's going to get pushed to center ice, but Dirk Schneider gets it. He clears the zone. He's got Fitz. Fitz gets possession of the puck, but he's alone here. He's got to make a move. The defenseman plays the body, and Fitz has nothing to do with that, but does lose the puck. As the Sharks take over, and they're no match for Kerry Queel, number 21 on defense. Fitz has it, punches it up to Gates. Gates gets possession but loses it. Quadrado now in the zone, flips it in and goes off for a change. Fitz and Gates are going to follow as coach yells at him to hurry up. Puck goes into the zone as Dirk Schneider recovers. Punches it up to Davis. Davis just kind of loses it there as he's looking for somebody. Willits now has it behind the net. He's going to hit it up the sidewall there to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to clear but doesn't. And now Reynolds has it again. Clears it out to center ice. And the Sharks are going to have to reset. Instead, they force an offsides. For a much-needed breather for the junior Mavs. Playing in Denver, Colorado. And I've heard several rumblings from the boys that the atmosphere is different here as their breath runs out quickly, so they say. Puck filters into the zone as Dirk Schneider and Reynolds give chase. Dirk Schneider has it. He's looking for a pass. Gets it up to Skradsky, who just couldn't handle it. That was a hard pass off his backhand. Skradsky is going to get it, though, and recover. As it filters back to Bars, who has it now. He punches it up to, I believe, Reynolds, who gets it out to center ice. But the Sharks are going to punch it back in, and they've been just kind of doing their best to keep the puck in our zone. It's been working the last few minutes here, and the Mavericks are kind of scrambling, trying to just keep the puck out of the zone. Good move by Davis behind the net there as he gets the puck out. He's going to take it out himself, and he almost makes it look easy the way he does that as he punches it up to Bars. Bars with a chance here. He comes behind the net, turns back to the backhand. He's got Dirk Schneider. But he shoots, low shot off the pads, and the puck's still loose. Dirk Schneider gets it and pushes it into the corner. Dirk Schneider throws it around to Reynolds as he's at the tail end of his shift. He's probably gassed. As Gates has the puck now coming off. Just leaves it for Bennock. Bennock punches it to Reynolds. Reynolds makes a move to Gates. The puck's loose and the goalie's going to cover up, and it's a good play by the Sharks. Gates to take the draw. Tries to win it back to Kaiser, and it's won by the Sharks. They're going to get possession and clear. They got 3 forwards here now. And he's open, and a beautiful play there, and it tipped just wide of the net as the Mavs are bailed out from a tip. And that was a sneaky odd man rush as Queel has it now in the corner. Hits it off the wall here to Bennock. Bennock's looking for somebody to pass it to. He sees Benson, throws it to him. Benson loses it there in the high wall. Puck filters to Kaiser, and he's going to try to get it through, but doesn't. He saw Dirk Schneider waiting for it, and Dirk Schneider was ready, and then he just had a little bit of trouble getting a handle. Now we have a break here as the Sharks come in. Shot wide of the net. Puck goes to Willits. He punches up the board, gets possession again. He's going to try to find that guy far side, and he does. And it's Benson. And Benson just takes it in close and loses it a little bit there. Bars has it now as he makes a move now. He's still trying to get possession. Benson has it, shoots, glove saved by the Sharks goalie. Good sequence there, and Benson, I saw what he wanted to do. He's trying to draw that defenseman in so he can get a last-second pass, but the defenseman took advantage and stole the puck. Here we go here. 4:55 left in the third period. Mavs are up 3-2. They sure would like that insurance goal as Dirk Schneider wins it. He's going to punch it back to Bars. Bars with the puck, shoots it high. Glove save, and a very nice, quick glove save by the goalie. Defensemen got to work hard to keep those shots low. When you create those low shots, it creates rebounds and traffic in front of the net. Quadrado has it, shoots it towards the net. Another glove save. I believe that's the 4th glove save in a row. As the Mavs are shooting high, we got to start shooting low for rebounds here. Dirk Schneider, Quadrado Fitz. Quadrado has it. Throws it to the corner. Fitz is going to have to chase it down. Fitz does. He gets hit in the corner, but he still plays. Shot there by Dirk Schneider, just high left, or sorry, high right of the goal. Sharks clear the zone, and they still have possession, moving into the corner. Big chance for the Sharks as Dirk Schneider gets possession of it off the rebound. That shot, from the sounds of it, was off the top of the stick of the goalie. And here comes Bars. He's not playing any games. He's got a breakaway. Bars on the breakaway shot, saved made by the goalie. Puck's cleared to center ice, and Skradsky gets it deep. We're still battling for possession here at center ice as the Sharks punch it to the right side. Skradsky gets it now. He's going to loop back the same way. Davis has it now. He's going to try to push it forward, but the Sharks are playing pretty heads-up defense. But Reynolds has it now, and he's got some space. Reynolds moves it into the corner behind the net. Still trying to struggle, but there he goes. He's got possession now. Made a good move, but he punches it back behind the net. Benson has it. Goes into the corner to a Sharks defender, and now the Sharks have it. Skretsky loses footing a little bit there, but luckily Gates is back to help out. Still needs some more help as Skretsky comes back in. Here comes a shot. Save made by Green. Close game, 3-2, 2:57 left in the third. Mavs are trying to hold on to this comeback win. And they clear the zone, and that pressure is relieved as the Mavs will change 5 aside. And there goes the whistle for an icing, it looks like. Puck's going to be coming back to the Maverick zone. As Dirk Schneider, Fitz, Quadrado get ready to line up. With Queel and Willits on defense. Here's the face-off now as Dirk Schneider wins it back to the corner. Willits has it and punches it towards the goalie. That's going to be another icing here on the Mavericks. So they're just trying to play a little bit of keep away. Face off to the left of Green. Dirk Schneider lines up. Same line on the ice here. Dirk Schneider wins it to his wing, and Fitz is going to chase it down. He's going to try to get in front of that defenseman. He almost does. Good play there by Fitz. Dirk Schneider has possession here, and he's going to try to clear the zone. He does. Quadrado's got it, and he's got a break. Possible odd man rush here coming in. Quadrado slows up. Shoots it! Far side, bar down. What a shot for Grant Quadrado. His second in the tournament on a beautiful snipe as the Mavs go up 4-2. Got the insurance goal. 2 minutes left in the third period. Sharks have got control off the face-off. It was a little bit contested at first, and now they're in the offensive zone. Barr's playing defense. Gates helping out. You often see Gates deep in the zone, helping his defenseman out, and that's a great quality to have for a centerman. As Reynolds gets the puck into the corner. High shot, a little bit wider than that. Benok has it as he comes down to play some offense here tonight. Loops around the back of the net, looking for somebody. Doesn't find anybody, so he turns back into the corner. Shot on net. Sounded like a pad save. Can't really see it too much. Davis behind the net, looking for somebody to pass to. He wants a one-timer. Puck goes into the corner and out of my view. The Sharks are able to clear, and there's an offsides. As Willits is playing some great defense, just pinching there on the blue line. Center ice face-off after the offsides. Dirk Schneider's going to tie up. And he's going to win it back to Willits. The little things wouldn't matter in hockey. An example of that is Brady Dirk Schneider in the face-off circle. He's been outstanding in this tournament as the shot's blocked. Kaiser has the rebound, passes it over to Benson for a beautiful goal. 5-2 Mavericks. And the big Kyler Kaiser, usually a sniper, has found his touch in this tournament and has some chemistry built with Ripken Benson, and they are just passing back and forth to one another and having a lot of success. Several multi-point games here for those two as the Mavs go up 5-2 and they seize control of this game. Krasky has the puck now in his own zone. He's going to punch it over to Willits, who punches it over to Benson. Willits clears the zone to Quadrado, who tries to toe drive, but it doesn't work. Sharks gain the zone with Queel there. Queel's looking for somebody. He just punches it off the foot of Quadrado. Looks like that might have hurt him a little bit. Fitz has it, loses it, and there is the buzzer. And the game is over. The Junior Mavs win 5-2 against the San Jose Junior Sharks here in Littleton, Colorado at the Littleton's Ice Arena. The boys will celebrate another win, and they go 3-0 to start the tournament going into tomorrow. It's just about 8 o'clock here on Friday night as the boys line up for the handshake line. Goalies up front as per usual. A tradition only shared in hockey. And one of the many gestures that make hockey the greatest sport in the world. As the boys will celebrate a victory tonight and wake up bright and early tomorrow face off again as they battle for a possible seed in the finals of this tournament. Everybody have a good night.